What's going on, everybody? Back at it again. A new journey, a new video game. I feel like it's been a long time. It's only been a couple weeks, though. But here we go. Death Stranding 2. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Let me see. HDR. I do like the HDR on. Five is always good. All right, guys. You know, let's get a recap. I did watch a recap on YouTube because it's been a while since I played the first game. I believe I played it in 2020. Um, I'm pretty sure I played it on uh, in 2020. Because I know I bought it when it came out and I couldn't get into it at first. So I put it down for about a year. And if I remember correctly, it came out in 2019. So I played it in 2020, finished it in 2020. Really enjoyed the game. I thought it was incredible. And I have been waiting for a sequel since then. So it has been 5 years for me since I've been waiting for the sequel. So let's check out the recap. I'm going to mute my mic and let's enjoy this little movie.
Perhaps you remember me. That's right. It's Dead Man. The world, as you know, is in awful shape. And it's all because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, Beached Things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. But that was only the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable. Those who survived these changes came to fear both Timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, an organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. However, Bridget died before she could realize this ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a repatriate. The one and only person who could save humanity. So with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the bridge baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, you had struggles of your own, often phasmophobia, or the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much. But despite it all, you strive to bring people together. By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United Cities of America. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelie, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam. We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate of Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. And of course, Sam, the incomparable Dead Man, yours truly. I'd like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life, was the recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB, Lou. Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember. Skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essential for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart. But they've since reconciled, with both their souls residing in the same body. Ah, Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam. Fragile, leader of the private delivery outfit Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture, you see. To no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. But ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition. Deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists. The list goes on. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others. But neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal. The chiral network was finally completed. The bridge to the future was built. But your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding. A secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time. And a terrible truth you had to face. But you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done. America rose from the ashes as the UCA. And as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret. To save your BB. To save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was their prison and began a new life together. And so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace.
I would give that recap a 5 out of 10. Felt like it wasn't too much detail. It was kind of just a recap of all the characters. Really wasn't a big recap on the story. Like, it didn't even talk about, I don't think it talked at all about, I think his name is Cliff, right? The baby's real father and the history behind that. That was a little disappointing. I really thought it was gonna be like a trailer. Okay. Let me see. So we have a casual. It's difficult because I'm doing Days Gone with experience on the hardest difficulty, and it is a major pain in the ass. I think I'm gonna go with normal, so I can enjoy the story a little bit more, and I'm not so frustrated. And honestly, just so I can get through the game. I will enjoy the game still, either way, but I do want to get through it. I don't want to struggle that much. I'm just gonna go with normal. I remember that. I hope you guys can read. Since most could neither see nor hear BTs, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated and humanity crept toward extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby BB called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the world through the chiral network. But on the day that the United States of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remain unknown. Ooh. 11 months later.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again, today.
Minus 61. Have I ever really loved someone? Do I deserve what I've got? Now the crazy system's turned into traps and the fears switching sides. I own $1 million worth of stock, but I still won't sleep at night. What is it that I've become? Minus 61. Now the water level rises high in my cold paradise, where men sit in circles and talk numbers I never really liked. The way they think of life as some kind of gamble and watch the city drown. Where is it that I belong?
If we're able to travel through all this game is going to be huge. And I mean, I have heard that this game is quite massive. Multiple maps, lots of areas to travel. We're about to find out.
Minus 61. Now the wind cuts the leaves like a knife, and the sun is out of sight. I see the world they build to lose at the trial, what is left and what is right. I made the worst mistake one can make, pretending and playing blind. What is it I'm trying to find?
Wow.
Okay, time to head home.
Holy cow. Ooh.
Sorry, Lloyd.
Wow. I'm pretty sure it's over here. No? Oh, there it is. Holy shit. Okay.
Definitely don't want to fall here.
Oh no. Okay, how do I get rid of the the damn proceed. Okay. Maybe if I just go, it'll go away by itself. The tutorial, there we go. Yo, he's pretty fast. You gotta take it easy, bud. Oh, there we go. Wow, he's really fast. Relax, relax. I would not be going down this mountain that fast. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, he is a pro. But damn, bro, like, that is insane. My goodness. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's take it easy. Let me see. Oh. Okay. Okay. Sorry for the disturbance. Hold on. I gotta get this figured out. Father-in-law asked me to help him load something in the truck real quick, so I want to go help him out. Tap. There we go. Blood bag. Carry on back. Oh wow. Wow. Oh. That is so crazy. I wonder, like, can I go all the way over there, right? Oops. Can I make it to the tip of that mountain? And if I can I make it to the tip of that mountain? And if I can I make it to the tip of that mountain over there? Right? I mean, because if you can, that is honestly very impressive and incredible. It's like Skyrim. If you can see it, you can get there, you know? And now, well, since he runs so fast, it's probably not even that, you know, long of a travel to get there. Are those BTs up there? Yeah, those look like BTs. Gatequake?
I feel that. Pretty damn shaky.
Is that gonna be random? Or is it gonna be kind of a, you know, preset into the game?
Shit. Okay, you're all right.
What, can you shake them hard? There you go. Okay. Yeah, you having fun now? Woo! Woo! All right,
Go home and get you fed.
that's kind of cute. Where we going? Damn. Follow these footsteps. I keep missing what the button for climb is. I'm assuming it's X, but I feel like it had said square a few times. Not entirely sure what it is. X is obviously jump when you're not running up things, climbing up things. Makoto Abe. Makoto Abe. Or Makoto Abe. That's how, you know, us Americans would pronounce it. Uh-oh.
Rain. Gotta move.
Cover him up nicely. Good. That time fall. You know, we're more than halfway there. It was at a little over 1,000 meters.
Enough already.
Oh man. I wonder, can we just climb down this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy. And cut that way. I'm curious. Let's try it. If I die, I die. That's alright. Oh yeah. Look at that. Woo! Oh, oh. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, man, this guy's a professional. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. What are those things? Ow. Those giant fucking spiders? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, hey, homie. Get off me. What the hell? Run, boy. What you doing? Yo, that was kind of crazy. See, and I'm not scared of spiders or anything. You may not believe me because of the way I just reacted, but that was crazy. I think any sane person would run away from that. That was crazy. Jesus, I was not expecting that at all. We still got this fucking calm music playing in the background. Like, oh, what a beautiful view. Do, 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 do. That's crazy.
Almost there.
So that's cool. So the shortcut worked. So it looks like you can't just slide down, climb down the mountain. Let me see. Well, that looks like a strong current, but let's give it a try. Oh, we're fine. We're good. Oh yeah, we're good. Easy money. It's gotta be it right there.
There, we made it.
Oh. Sip my coffee. Oh, do we have a hut over here? Is that what it is? Oh, we do. That was really cool. That's pretty dope. Okay. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms. Come on, open up. There you go.
It's gotta be fragile. Right when he put the baby down to sleep. Why me?
Who's there?
This guy traded the gun for the frying pan.
Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Nothing's worrying me.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
Jump shock, or the corpus. In the corpus, you can review the story so far, examine terminology, check the controls, and browse gameplay tips. The corpus is divided into various tabs. Use L1, R1 to cycle between them. Okay. A syndrome caused by performing repeated jumps to the beach. While it is clear that the syndrome is brought about by the accumulated strain that multiple jumps places on the body, the exact causes are unknown, and no treatment has yet been developed. It is possible to perform jumps while suffering from this syndrome, but doing so puts one's life at risk. Nice. We already have a lot of stuff to look into, but we're not gonna do that. Yeah, let's just focus on the gameplay.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
Nope.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lil?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid that Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hartman is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Carol network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with booms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico. To extend the Carol network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
No, we know why him. I mean, obviously because he put the country together the first time. Of course, it's obvious. I mean, obviously there's BTs out there. That's yeah.
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are
Whoa.
growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Should we ask why me anyway? Yeah.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working in a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
They monitor the chiralium levels.
Yeah, it's just two
and
questions.
recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear. But they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there. Ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Damn right. Because Norman Reedus is a fucking badass. Yeah, I'm curious. Kind of ask you something. Let's find out.
Guess that makes sense. But something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory?
Good
Taking
point.
control, claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people.
Hard to believe.
Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
If you say you won't do it, I wonder, is that the end of the game? Or does she convince you? Fuck it, we'll do it.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
What about Lula? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Like babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting. Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Cool.
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a light.
Is that... Okay.
Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection. You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first job is C1, Ciudad Nueva del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a VT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu? You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack. We've given you some additional equipment.
Oh,
It
yeah.
can be carried in pouches or special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
Very nice. Attached to suit. Place in backpack. There you go.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Turn to the menu.
Finally,
Press back.
before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the
Okay.
See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there. There are bandits in the area too.
Of course there are.
Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Okay. So if this is danger, then let me see. Okay. I want to avoid that. So let's go right here.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Okay. Want to avoid that obviously. Let's try to stay outside it. So, oh, we have to get through it here though. So, yeah. Okay. Um, that's it. Okay.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed.
Oh wow,
We
that's
decided to
way
put a
different.
hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The Carol network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with a Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No more baby food for you.
Don't you get fragile any trouble while I'm gone. Don't you break my kid.
Wants to eat.
Mm-hmm. All right, we are gonna end episode 1 here. I think this is a great stopping point. We will continue with part 2 here in a few minutes. Just gonna get replenished, get a new drink. I already finished my coffee, so it's time to move on to the next. And yeah, this is the start of the game. Pretty solid intro, I think. Let's see real quick. There we go. So L2 to aim, R2 to fire, switch ammo, full auto. Oh, semi-auto, full auto. Very nice. And then how do you get to your handgun? Nope. How do you? Oh, use this menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. Select the category. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah, equip this. There we go. Okay. Let me see. Uh. Okay. Oh, I'll have to figure this out. But, okay. Well, alright, y'all. Fire. Hold for charge. Sweet. Alright, yeah. We're gonna end this right here. I'll catch you guys on the next one.